Hello, welcome today to Poetry Changes Lives outside in the open air in Richmond Park. I'm with my book of poetry, history and a thought for the day. Well, on this day in 1931, the writer and journalist Tom Wolfe, he was an American, was born. Wolfe excelled both academically and at baseball, rather oddly. He considered turning himself into a professional baseball player at one time. His method was saturation reporting, where the journalist spends huge amounts of time involved in a subject's life. His masterpiece is probably the novel Bonfire of the Vanities, which he wrote in weekly installments for Rolling Stone magazine, deliberately copying the method that Dickens and Thackeray had pioneered a century earlier. Dickens is said to have been the father of the soap opera, sort of weekly installments. The book, Tom Wolfe's book, The Bonfire of the Vanities, was a huge success. Its title comes from the famous 1497 event, the Bonfire of the Vanities, when the citizens of Florence were urged to burn all their possessions, all their vanities, their wealth, in a huge bonfire in Florence, and a lot of their books and beautiful paintings as well. Well, this poem I'm going to read is, or a small part of it, is by a modernist poet, Don Marquis. It's called Unrest, and I think it would have resonated with Wilde. It's quite a sort of novel approach to things. I rather like it, actually. See what you think. A fierce unrest seethes at the core of all existing things. It was the eager wish to soar that gave the gods their wings. From what flat wastes of cosmic slime, and stung by what quick fire, sunward the restless races climb, men risen out of mire. There throbs through all the worlds that are the heartbeat hot and strong, and shaken systems, star by star, awake and glow in song. But for the urge of this unrest, these joyous fears are mute. But for the rebel in his breast, had man remained a brute. I rather like that. Well, today I will practice mindfulness and a way of living one day at a time, because the past cannot be changed and the future may never happen. Thank you for listening.